thank you for tuning in to Morimoto TV. Today we're going to travel to go look at two of my real estate projects out in St. Petersburg, Florida. We're also going to make some stops in my power sports dealerships, and I'll show you guys around where I spend most of my time, as well as what I do throughout my day. We are at the St. Petersburg Morimoto location. It's a power sports dealership that sits on 12,000 square feet, about 1 acre of property. This is where we house 100 plus motorcycles. Let's go take a look at what we have. If you watched the video where we spent $100,000 in 3 days, you may have seen the Hayabusa that we bought. It was a 2013 stretched out custom motorcycle. This bike is now in my showroom. The Morimoto sticker on it means the service department has actually prepped the bike, and a buyer can leave with this bike today. This is her. She's ready to go. 42 used motorcycles, used units moved out of this location. That doesn't include new. That's just used bikes, and this man is the expert that helped us do it.
Lots of paperwork involved.
All right, well, I'll leave you to it. Cool, I'll talk to you in a bit. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Man, that's a good looking helmet. Absolutely amazing. Bell makes terrific product. Look at the color on this helmet. If you had a yellow bike, I mean, this is just super fresh. I like shopping in my own store. Sometimes I forget a jacket or gloves, and then I'm like, you know what? I really wanted that other jacket. I hope they have it in my size, and we generally do. And I pull it right off the shelf, pull the tag off, and it's mine now. I have a lot of jackets. This is one thing I like telling people. We're a growing dealership. I don't have an investor. I don't have a corporate entity. We do it pound for pound and day by day. So the growth that you see in these dealerships just has happened from the mud. You know, it's happened through hard work, dedication, and reinvesting our profitability back into the business so we can continue growth. So as we walk through here, you know, everything you see has just been our passion and our love for the industry. And I just love bikes, and I love real estate, I love motorcycles, and I enjoy both of them, but really motorcycles are my passion. So we are headed over to one of our homes in St. Petersburg. This project has been completed. It is currently listed on MLS, so it is on market at the moment. My wife and I do real estate, and what we aim to do is buy properties for a really solid price. We buy everything to flip, and if the numbers work out to rent, we can also rent it if need be, but we buy everything that we want so we can retail it after a rehab. We find that if we go after the houses where we flip them, we're always going to pay a better or less price than if we buy them to rent them. This home sits on about 1/3 of an acre. It's across the street from a park called Child's Park. This is notoriously a bad neighborhood. The area is really recently experiencing a turnaround. So you're starting to see a lot of people revive these houses in this area, and they're selling them on a retail market. Some of these houses are going for under $100,000, and they're approaching $300,000 on the retail side. So for a guy like me, I'm looking to buy something just like that. Here we are at the first of 2 stops. This house is the listed house. It is currently on the market, so the rehab is fully complete. We spent about $100,000 in this home to rehab it. I'm gonna walk you through and show you everything that we've done to it and why we've done it. And at that point, we can also tell you the numbers on what I bought this house for, what I anticipate to sell it for, as well as my estimated profit on the home.
Lockbox code. I won't tell you, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, oh yeah, secure. $100,000 on this house. When I bought it for $50,000, I anticipated putting in about $65,000 into this home. Now, we got into it, we immediately noticed that it needed a complete rewire. As we started digging more into the home, we found the plumbing to be subpar. It was very questionable. We could have left it there the way that it was and got away with it. However, we actually did a replumb, which means we updated the entire house with all new plumbing. So the plumbers and the electricians, they tore holes throughout the entire house. That made it so we now have to spend some money on actual drywall, paint. It added cost to all of that. So at the end of the day, that ended up costing us a lot of money. I think in terms of budget, it put us over budget just in those two things by about $15,000. Done the floors, all the walls have been painted, all the ceilings have been retextured. We actually realigned and reset up the actual layout of the home. We made it more functional for the owner. I'm currently in the second bedroom. We just left the first bedroom. This is a second bedroom with a really nice sized closet. This is a good sized living area for somebody with a family. And you'll see as we walk through this house that everything in this house is just a nice living size area. We updated the bathrooms. We did new toilet, new shower, new design on it. We've updated everything from the lights to the paint, put new doors, put new electrical if your budget allows you to do that. And you're gonna have a more captive audience that is more likely to make an offer on your home or have interest in it because you're putting quality into it. And I think that's important. We apply that on the power sports side when we buy quality inventory. And getting a fresh set of tires is always nice on your bike, and an oil change in a house, it's always nice to have new outlets, new kitchen countertop, new kitchen cabinets, doors, that type of thing. That's really important to provide to the next person because we spend a lot of time in our home, a lot of time with our family in our home. And if we can provide a good quality product that someone can live in for decades, and they know that they got it from the Mora Group, which is my investment group, then I'm going to build a reputation in the community the same way I've done in the motorcycle industry for homes. And then when people can buy their home from you and you can impact their life with that, that's saying something, and that's very meaningful. We are in the kitchen. As you see, we've done all new cabinets, handles, granite countertops, sink, all new appliances. We've just updated pretty much everything. There's really not much that isn't new in this actual kitchen. Walking into this area, it's just a nice little living area. They have a laundry room, dryer over here. We put a new water heater and got everything set up so they can just put in their washer and dryer and get right to it. We're walking into the master bedroom. Master bedroom is a really good livable area for a set of parents. What I really like about this area is the closet is big and the bathroom is even bigger. It's just a really good living space. For a 2,000 square foot home, the layout on this house for the bedrooms is really solid. All of them have some really good size. Here's the bathroom. I'm gonna give you guys a tip when you're rehabbing a home. When you're doing a shower, for example, and you're doing it in the master bathroom, you're already spending money to do the plumbing. You have the ability to wow your potential buyer by just adding a couple $100 more to your effort. And this is a perfect example of it. We could have put one shower head on this on this shower, and we ended up doing a dual shower head. The difference is a valve and a couple $100 and a little bit more time from the plumber. And you can have a dual shower head and it will wow the buyer tremendously. That's something that you don't see every day, and especially something you don't generally see in a house that's under $300,000. That's something that I think makes a difference. Those little nuances for the person that is actually buying it, especially in the master bedroom, worth adding. Okay, so let's go over some of the numbers on this home. When I talk about numbers, I don't do it to be flashy or to show off. I didn't grow up with much. In fact, my family really didn't have much at all. I've been in positions where I've asked my mom for $12 to take my girlfriend and I to the movies when I was a teenager. And she told me, sweetheart, I need that $12 to get to work. I need gas money. So if you're there, if you've been there, I've also been there. And everything that I show you guys is not because I'm trying to show off. It's because I'd love to show you guys what I've created from where I came from, which really wasn't for much more than just hard work and dedication. So this house, we saved up $50,000. We bought it cash. and then we started jumping into the rehab. We were hoping to be at about $120,000 out, meaning 70 grand in rehab and 50 grand for the actual cost on the house. And we were looking at an anticipated resale of around $200,000. This neighborhood has really just shot off through the roof. The rehab took a bit longer than we anticipated because of the things that I mentioned, like the replumb, the rewire. We had to do some updates with the actual flooring, leveling out the floor. It was just hiccup after hiccup after hiccup to the tune of $100,000 plus. So all in on this house, we have $154,000 into this house, including our purchase, along with the entire rehab. And anybody that I've paid out for setting up the house, you know, or middlemaning and getting us in a position where we could buy this house. We currently have it marketed at $284,900. So when you think about that and you look at it pound for pound, we're set to make about $130,000 in gross profit on this home. Now you're gonna factor things like closing costs. We had to stage this home. We actually even had the AC stolen from this home. Somebody stole the AC right out of the backyard. That was a couple $1,000, not even worth the insurance claim. So, you know, these things all add up into factoring what your actual net is going to be. So we're hoping to see about $100,000 in profit off of this one house. And it doesn't happen often like that, but if you really network properly and you let people know what your intention is and what you're actually looking for, you'd be surprised at who contacts you with what. And as long as you know how to do your comparables and you're sound and sure of what you're getting into and willing to understand that it may lose money, you may lose all of it. So don't play with what you're not willing to lose. And at that point, you're going to end up having a lot of opportunity as long as you set yourself up in the right position. All right, now we're on to the next property. This was the retail ready listed property. We're going to go to a property that's actually right in the middle of a rehab. There may even be some employees currently working on the house. It's on a golf course and it's also in St. Petersburg, Florida. Let's go check it out. So this house here is one of the comparables. It's 6 houses down from our house and it is a smaller house than ours. The main difference is that it has a garage. Now this house sold for around $270,000, which gives us a really good comparable being 6 houses down from our current house. So for our house that has more square footage but no garage, it makes us in a comparable price point for the neighborhood. Okay, so we are here in St. Petersburg once again. This is the project that we are in the middle of construction on. So this is right in the midst of getting its full rehab. We're going to walk through here, talk our ideas, why we did what we did, and I'll give you guys the numbers and the breakdown of what we hope and anticipate to make on this house. So right across the street from this home, you will see a golf course, which has its pros. And the house size is really solid. It's around 3,000 square feet. It's a 2-floor home. Let's go check this thing out. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so we just walked into the home through the front door. There was a huge foyer area here. It was really, really big open area. And one of the first things that I noticed about this home was an opportunity where we could add square footage. It's termed forced appreciation. So if you look right over here, that room was open space. And the only thing we did was add it to the end of the hallway where it connected to the other room, which was already there. And we extended the hallway 1 doorway in terms of length so you could get into the next room. And I'll show you. But we added a couple hundred square feet of space to this home, and that in itself is going to add $30,000 plus to our bottom line. Kitchen area will flow right through here. We took out the actual kitchen. We like to update the kitchens. As you see, we have nothing left of the old kitchen. At that point, we're going to put new cabinets, new granite countertops. This home is going to sell for $500,000 plus. So we are going to give this one the works. This kind of home is going to get level 3 granite. It's going to get high-end cabinets, better doors. It's going to get better appliances. Everything throughout is just going to be a bit higher end to match the level of expectation from that prospective buyer. And it's important to think like a $500,000 buyer in terms of those small nuances, because that is what really makes a difference for somebody when they want to make it home, right? So let's keep looking at the rest of this house. Another area where we saw opportunity was over here. You walked into a small little room in here. So we opened it up, made the master bedroom bigger than it was. If you see the wall right here as it changed, the wall was part of the closet over here, okay? So we just opened this thing up here. A larger master bedroom is what we ended up getting. Through here, the master bath, we squared the doorway, made it a little bit more practical. We're really gonna knock it out with the master bedroom bath. This is just a really big highlight. The kitchen and the bathrooms, especially for mom and dad. This actual bath you're gonna walk into, it's actually gonna be a bath and a shower combo. You're gonna walk in through a glass door. When you walk in here, you're gonna have a multi-head shower, and you're gonna have a bathtub in here that's actually built into the actual pan of the shower itself. So it's gonna look fantastic. If you Google bathtub in shower, you're gonna be surprised at how great it looks. And it's gonna be a really nice, elegant white tub. This is exciting for us because this is a really big highlight of the house and the master bathroom. All right, so we are upstairs where we were showing you that we added the extra bedroom. I'm gonna tell you how we did that. Initially, we actually had a doorway and a door right here, which allowed you to come into this bedroom right over here. What we did is we moved this doorway from here right to here, so you open a door into your bedroom going this way, making this area now an extension of the hallway, allowing us the space to make another doorway here leading into this bedroom. Let me show you this bedroom here. This bedroom was open space just a couple weeks ago. We decided to make this a 5th bedroom, very easy to do with proper permitting, some labor and supplies. This bedroom is now a full bedroom, real good sized closet with a really nice open view to the golf course. And they work smooth. Sweet. Look at that. Smooth. Wow. This backyard is gorgeous. This was a really big selling point for us. This backyard, this pool, just needs a little bit of love and it will be nice and ready for summer. This property, again, 3,000 square feet. We happen to do our comps. The house right behind us, which is not currently built yet, is new construction. That house is set to be around $700,000 and less square footage than our house. So we're hoping for around a $550,000 to $600,000 resale for our house once we do the full rehab. We bought this property for around $275,000. We're gonna put in around $80,000 into this house. We'll have a total of $350,000 at the end of it into this home, with a hopeful resale value of over $500,000. I'm really excited to show you this house once it's completed. I'll do an actual episode to show you what it looks like when it's done, so you guys could see it in the middle of it, and when it's completed, I'll talk about the listing price. I will pretty much just be open with you on just about everything in terms of getting these projects, what we pay, what we've put in them, what we expect to sell them. You can look up most of this information on Zillow or just about any real estate website anyway, so there's no point in hiding it. We're here to make money, and profit's not a dirty word. It's something that you should embrace, and if you see someone else doing it, you should be grateful that you have the ability to see that, because if you have awareness and you know people that are doing that, it means that you have that much more opportunity to do it for yourself. We are now on the way to Tampa, Morimoto. I'm gonna go say hi to the boys over there, see how their day is going, and we will also get prepared for something that is really exciting. I can't disclose all of the details just yet, but Morimoto has a lot of great things that are in the works currently, and we have a big conference call at 3 p.m. today, which will continue to push the needle forward with progress. So we're excited. We're on our way almost to Tampa. Let's go check out that store. I'll show you all around. You ready for the big day?
Yeah, 20 minutes, yeah. We have the big discussion. Living the dream, brother. You know how it is. You're good, bro. I'm feeling.
All right, so the day is just about wrapped up here. We've checked out the St. Petersburg store, Morimoto. We've checked out a house that is on the market and the rehab is completed. We've checked out a house that is currently right in the middle of a rehab. All right, we've talked about the numbers on that home. I've showed you the Tampa Bay dealership. And at this point, the video is coming to an end. I hope you guys have a positive day, a positive week. I'll see you here soon for the next video. Thanks for joining us.